Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to give my review over. I wanted to give my review over Married to Medicine. This episode was, it was just okay to me. Let's go ahead and get into it because I still need to watch the Potomac reunion. So, I put Quad would have gotten cursed out, point blank, period. I understand that at a certain point, in order to get to a resolution, we need to start out, we have to talk about how we got to this place where there was a crack in our friendship. You see what I'm saying? Like, how do we get to this spot? And I get that Quad probably feels as though I have not voiced my concerns or my dissatisfaction with this friendship. So we need to start at a certain point. But girl, I'm not going all the way back to no crowd boy, girl. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but maybe Quad is, they say Quad is sensitive. Maybe Quad is sensitive, and maybe her feelings really were hurt over the way that Simone treated her at that crab boil. But I just feel like there has to be another spot where we can start, because if you think I'm about to start all the way back to a crab boil to work all the way up to now, and girl, from what Simone said, like, I've already apologized about that. We've talked about that. Why are we talking about this again? Oh, because you didn't get off your chest what you wanted to get off your chest? Girl, I don't know. Like, I want to understand where Quad is coming from. I really, really do. But it's like, Quad, sister, girl. I think I'm with Simone on this, and I'm sorry. Like, I get we have to talk about things. In order to fix this friendship, we need to put it all out on the table. But at some point, it's just like, girl. Dr. Simone goes home and tells Cecil about Quad. I think it's so cute when I hear couple, basically they gossiping. I think it's so cute when couple, because really and truly, like, I know y'all know I start going on rants and shit. I think it's cute just for the simple fact, because really and truly, it's kind of like when I used to feel like Peter and Cynthia. I felt like I liked Peter and Cynthia because I felt like they were friends. I felt like they were lovers. They were best friends. They each other's therapist, counselor, whatever you want to call it, all of the above. I just think it's cute. So Simone goes home and tells Cecil about Quiet. I said, Dr. Simone was pissed off. That bitch came in, taking them heels off, bitch throwing them on the ground. Girl, Cecil downstairs in the basement making a cocktail and shit. Go get you a job, Cecil. Anyways, Mariah invites Toya over. Excuse me, y'all. I said Mariah is really trying to push Lake onto us. I mean, I guess that's your sister. I mean, at this point, why not, bring your sister into the fold? Maybe she could be on another reality TV show. I'm not sure, but I said she's really trying to bring Lake into the show. Dr. Jackie and Simone meet up for lunch. Dr. Jackie basically sets up a date for Simone, her, Dr. Heavenly, and Mariah to meet up. Dr. Simone told Jackie that the only way that she would basically, I guess, sit down and have a conversation with Heavenly is if she did the same thing with Mariah. It's so weird to me that Dr. Simone is so like Team Mariah now. Like, Simone, I feel like you're on the wrong team, bitch. I really do. I feel like the winning team is the A team, and that is Heavenly, Jackie, Contessa, and Quad. I feel like if some chops were to start being made, it's gonna be on Mariah and Toya's side. I feel like somehow you need to work your way back onto the other side, bitch. I'm just saying, I just don't think it's a good. It's just weird to me how, like, Mariah, girl, done talked about your looks and everything in confessionals, and girl, now all of a sudden, girl, you like Team Mariah. It's almost like, are you Team Mariah because you're no longer Team Quad? Like, Dr. Simone is a flip-flop. I hate to say she is. Like, now you're not cool with Quad, so now you're cool with Mariah. But if you start being cool back with Quad, then are you gonna still be friends with Mariah? I don't know, girl. And anyways, child. Dr. Heavenly goes to Dr. Content. Look, let's just say this. I would never I would never ever take, if I was a woman, I would never ever take relationship advice from Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly doesn't even believe her own advice, because if she did, Dr. Heavenly will be her black ass at home pushing out babies and not working. Everything that Dr. Heavenly says, the advice that she gives, she doesn't even follow it. If you really believe that your husband is this and your husband is that, then bitch, you won't be working at all. But you know how it could be. You know that Dr. Damon could up and leave your ass tomorrow, which means that your ass don't need to have your own income. Like this whole thing of, oh, you know, you can't leave your kids with your husband. Why? I look at it like this. Either your husband's sorry or he not sorry. Either he can take care of the kids or he can't take care of the kids. And just like Helen said in the comment section, there are certain things that you can do to make your life a whole lot easier. Like when you if you know that Dr. Contessa is gonna be gone for 3 or 4 days, however long she's been gone, get the girl's hair braided the day before she leaves. So at least you know you ain't got to worry about combing that hair in the morning, which I have seen the little girl's hair braided. Do stuff like that. Already have their clothes laid out. You see what I'm saying? This is what they're going to wear on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is like, you know, whatever. Then you don't have to worry about the weekend. Make sure you already have the lunches lined out on what they're going to eat for lunch. And all that fails, bitch, you get a nanny because you can afford it. But anyways, like that whole thing of you can't trust you. Why would you leave your kids with your husband? Bitch, because it's my motherfucking husband. One thing I've seen with Dr. Heavenly is always going to give advice that benefits the man. You have never heard Dr. Heavenly say anything about what men can do to improve in the relationship. It's always what a woman should, what a woman could, what a woman would have done. She could have still had her man, or this is how you keep a man. It ain't never, this is what he needs to do in order to keep you, or this is what he should have done in order to keep you. It ain't never none of that. Dr. Heavenly advice is always going to benefit the man. Always. Always. You should have stayed at home because your man. You should have stayed at home because your man. You should have stayed at home because your man. Like, what? Dr. Heavenly, her advice, the older I get, the more I realize like gender roles are stupid as fuck. I understand that for some people it works for y'all, whatever. Maybe because I'm gay, I just think gender roles are stupid. I think that they're outdated. I think that it's dumb as hell. If you have a man who grew up around his grandmother and his mother, and they taught him how to cook, and he's a better cook than you, then why the fuck would he not be the cook in the family? You see what I'm saying? It's shit like that. Bitch, if you know you don't know how to cook, then you just don't know how to cook. If he know how to cook and you don't know how to cook, then bitch, he's the cook. You see? What if you grew up around a whole bunch of niggas and you the one who know how to change the oil, change tires, know how to, fix cars? If that's what you know how to do, then that's what you. But I just feel like it starts to get real. I don't want to say dangerous, but I just feel like it's not healthy for relationships, because I think at the end of the day, people have their strong suits, and if you know your strength is in the kitchen and you are a man, then why not just say I'm the cook of the family? You see what I'm saying? If you know that your strong suit is mowing the grass and taking care of the outside, you know how to garden and mow and all that, then why not do that? I just feel like this whole, I don't know, it's just weird to me. Like, Heavenly, she tries to say that she believes in gender roles, but girl, you really don't. You really don't. Like, even Dr. Contessa called it out in her confessional. Like, girl, Dr. Heavenly, she sits here and she says that she believes in this shit, but she don't. She don't. I think she's going to do whatever she needs to say in order to make Damon feel as though she's on board. Like Dr. Damon, he has some old school trifling ass ways of thinking. Like the whole thing of it's okay for a man to cheat, but not okay for a woman to cheat. You remember Dr. Damon said some shit like that before? Anyways, Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Heavenly, I would not take advice from Dr. Heavenly, girl, if somebody paid me to. Toya and Eugene talked to their kids about the miscarriage. I'm glad that Toya told her son that crying is normal, because for some reason, a lot of times, especially in black families, we really don't show emotion. It's almost like a sign of weakness to cry. I grew up around a lot of women, okay? And I can probably count on one hand how many times, probably two, how many times I've seen my mama, my grandmother, you know what I'm saying, cry. Like, crying was not, and I grew up around a lot of women. Like, crying was not just one of those things that people did, especially in front of people. You might go to the restroom and cry. You might go in the closet and cry, but ain't nothing you really did in front of people. And I'm glad that Toya is letting her sons know that crying is normal. It's okay if you cry. Eventually, you'll probably get to a point. I thought that was great what she said. Eventually, hopefully you'll get to a point where you can talk about it and not cry. But it's okay if you cry. Bitch, anyway, child. I told y'all, bitch, I cry over everything now, child. Everything. Bitch, I used to be one of those people too, like I would not cry. Bitch, now, bitch, please. Girl, I must stop crying, okay? I don't be caring no more now, child. I done cried at work before. Not over my job. But I remember this man died. And he was so nice. It was a Hispanic man. And he had went to visit his family. He was an older man, probably like in his 60s. And his son worked at my job. His son fine as fuck. Baby, his son is fine as fuck. But I remember when they came back and told me, you know, Mr. So-and-so died. Girl, I just started crying in the basement. Girl, I thought that was so sad. Girl, just people, I would cry now. Girl, I don't care about crying now, child. I mean, I care, but I try my hardest not to cry in front. Like, I don't want to cry on camera. It'd be so hard. Like, sometimes I'll be like, bitch, don't you cry. Anyways, girl, I'm just talking. Anyways, I'm with Dr. Simone. I don't care what nobody say. Dr. Simone wants to live by herself. I think that if Dr. Simone could have it the way that she wanted to have it and not worry about what people think, I think that Dr. Simone would live by herself and she would have Cecil and the boys live in the other home. I think if she could live in one house and they could live in the other house, I think that if she could do that and not worry about what people say, I honestly think Simone would do that. Simone does not like living with Cecil or those children. Simone likes living by herself. But because, we say you're a family, families are supposed to live together. But girl, when you halfway when you halfway, bitch, I cut my whole leg while I go on my bed. I did not realize my scissors. I had some scissors in my bed, and I felt something like I didn't even. Girl, I don't know. Girl, all I know is my leg just went into the scissors, girl, and like I cut my leg. God, I done cut my fucking leg. Anyways, but yeah, I agree with Dr. Simone about, like, ain't none of y'all motherfuckers working. Cecil ain't got no job. Michael, your ass done flunked out of college. You ain't got no fucking job. Miles, you ain't got no job. Like, that house should be clean. Dr. Simone is the only one working, okay? Okay, Cecil sold the house. Girl, whatever. Cecil sold the house, but Dr. Simone is the only. The last thing Dr. Simone should have to worry about is coming home to a filthy ass house. That's just true. Simone is working, and not only is she working, Simone ain't working like just an 8 to 5. Simone getting up in the middle of the night, going to work, coming back, being gone all day. Like, the last thing a bitch want to do is come home to a filthy ass house. And with all y'all big ass sitting around here, big ass grown ass men sitting around here, and this house is filthy, that's disgusting. That's trifling. And that's another thing too. I would like that whole gender role stuff, like men don't clean. Like, that's exactly why a lot of y'all have these grown ass men who grow up to be sorry ass niggas because the motherfuckers can't do something as simple as go load the dishwasher, or wash their goddamn drawers, or know how to make up a bed, or how to cook themselves a decent meal. Because your mama and grandmama was always, well, men don't cook, the women don't cook. No, he needs to learn how to cook his damn self. I don't know how to cook, but bitch, I'm not gonna starve. I know how to go in there and do something. Anyways, child. Doctor, when Miles was like, "Why is the bottle green? Why is the bottle green?" I was laughing. Dr. Heavenly and Alora, when Alora said, "I'm cuter than you when you were my age," bitch, I hollered. Alora told Dr. Heavenly, "I'm cuter than you. I'm cuter than you when you were my age." She is cuter than you, Dr. Heavenly, when you was her age. Dr. Alora has developed. Like, it's so, because even when she had the red shirt, I was like, girl, where these breasts come from, girl? Alora is growing up. Alora is a teenager. Like, it is so weird. When Dr. Heavenly was like, you can start dating in 5 or 6 years, and Alora started to count on her fingers. I thought that was funny as hell. I put Quad be cooking her ass off. I ain't never had Quad cooking before, of course. I don't know the helper, but I think that little bitch can cook. I really do. Like, I think Quad can cook her ass off. At least the shit look good. That's what I will say. But I'm with Dr. Jackie, girl. Why you gotta buy all this? Why you gotta do all this chopping up and cutting up? Bitch, you could just buy it out the package. I with her, bitch. But I guess when bitches don't know how to cook, that's what we say. Cause Dr. Jackie, she gonna go. Remember she invited Simone and Heavenly over to help her cook some chicken breasts and what was it, fish? What fish was it? It was no tilapia. Salmon. Is it salmon? Salmon. Salmon. That's how you say it. You know we love saying salmon. Salmon. It was some salmon and tilapia. It wasn't no tilapia. I know Dr. Jackie don't eat no tilapia, bitch. That's the bitch. That's for the bitches like me. Anyways, girl, Dr. Jackie can't cook basically. But that's all right though, bitch, because she can afford to eat out every day of the goddamn week. Dr. Jackie don't even know how to cook, work her goddamn oven or her microwave. That's how I'm trying to be, bitch. Girl, microwave brand new, bitch. I ain't used it in 15 years. Yes, I am. When you got eat out, girl. Again, Dr. Jackie, that's when Dr. Jackie was telling Quad, like, she just needs to let it go. Like, girl, let it go. Like, are you able to basically take accountability for what you've done in the situation? And she's basically like, Quad is draining. I'm not gonna lie. Quad is draining. Quad is very sensitive. You can tell Quad is the youngest in the group. I hate to say that, but you can tell. I do feel like with Quad, like, the only thing I will say that I really stand by Quad on is the whole, why do y'all think I'm supposed to tell y'all my business just because? Like, when I feel like telling you my business, friend or not, I will tell you my business. If I don't want to tell you my business, I'm not gonna tell you my business. It's just that simple with me. I don't understand what the goddamn problem is. They all meet up. Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Jackie apologizes to Mariah. I really thought it was a sincere apology. Dr. Jackie was wrong. I've been saying that since episode 1. Dr. Jackie was wrong. The way Dr. Jackie said it, it wasn't like, oh, do you think that Quad was telling the truth about Mariah partaking in, cocaine? She didn't say it that way. She said it, basically, how do you feel about Mariah using drugs? Okay, you see what I'm saying? And Mariah continues to do this whole thing about you need to fact check. Like, I think that's dumb as fuck. Cause like, the truth of the matter is, like, how much fact checking can you do when it comes to finding out if somebody is telling the truth about doing drugs, especially like cocaine? I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, but cocaine is not. I've never done cocaine. I've almost did it a few times. I've never done cocaine. But cocaine is not as... It's used more than what people think. I'll say this much. The same way that people smoke weed is the same way motherfuckers do coke. It's really not it's not one of those things where you only think a handful of people doing it. Bitch, a lot of motherfuckers do coke. Okay? Like on some real shit. A lot of motherfuckers do coke. But my thing is, Even though a lot of people do it, a lot of people are not going to admit to doing it. And a lot of people, especially when you're a doctor's wife or a doctor, who the fuck gonna go around and admit that they did coke? Y'all probably won't even admit that y'all smoked weed. Your damn show not gonna say you did coke. And even if I tried to go and ask some of your friends and family, even if I did know my friends or family did coke, I'm gonna be like, girl, no, don't do that shit. You see what I'm saying? So how much fact checking can you really do when it comes to finding out if a doctor's wife did cocaine? The people who you're gonna ask, Lake, even if Lake knew, and even if Lake knew, and even if Lake did it, I don't know if she did or not, I'm just saying if she did it, she gonna say, hell no, my sister don't do no goddamn coke. Most people would say that. So again, Mariah, the whole fact checking stuff, I don't understand. I don't really get how much fact checking you can really do when it comes to seeing if somebody does coke, because most people probably gonna say no, and the people who you ask are probably gonna say no too, they don't do drugs. This is the thing with Dr. I'm just gonna look. I'm tired. I'm really trying to push through this review, y'all. I know it's not as good as my other reviews. I'm sorry. Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly, her mouth is too slick. And this is the thing with Dr. Heavenly. Like, Dr. Heavenly, I always said Dr. Heavenly. I think I do be saying Dr. Heavenly. Yeah, I know who the fuck I'm talking about. Dr. Heavenly, like the thing with her mouth is Heavenly treats her friends like she doesn't care about the relationship. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you don't give a fuck, like Mariah and Heaven, we know them hoes ain't gonna ever be friends. So it is what it is. Whatever y'all say to each other is whatever y'all say to each other. If y'all go below the belt, y'all just go below the belt. But Dr. Heavenly, if you really care about your friendship with Dr. Simone, I really do think that you will watch some of the shit that you say. Like, when you start comparing, like, Dr. Heavenly was the one who started calling people husband bitches. I don't care what nobody say. The first episode when she was like, that's just a bitch shit. You literally just called Cecil a bitch. Girl, you didn't say Cecil is a bitch, but when y'all sitting there talking about stuff and you like, look, well, maybe it's just me. I just look at that as some bitch shit. So you gonna call this woman husband a bitch? But the thing is, you want people to respect Damon, but then you don't feel the need to respect other people or other husbands, and then you try to wrap it up and put a bow on it by saying, yeah, my husband doesn't even watch the show, but at the end of the day, he owned the motherfucking show. You see what I'm saying? He might not watch the show, but he owned the motherfucking show. So he ain't no better than nobody else's husband. Like, yes, Cecil probably, I guess, shouldn't have tweeted you. Oh, my ear itch. Oh, my ear was itching. I don't know. Cecil probably shouldn't have tweeted Heavenly. But this whole, you gonna say what you want to say to Simone, and we ain't gonna talk about husband because I know my husband gonna win. Like, what? I don't even think Simone brought up husband. I think she said comparing husbands. I just feel like Dr. Heavenly, she needs to watch her fucking mouth. Especially if it's with people who she says that she loves, and people that she says that she wants to remain friends with or get their friendship back on track. Excuse me, y'all. I just think that she just needs to watch her mouth, basically. Yeah, that was pretty much it. That was it, y'all. I'm sorry. I was trying to push through this review. It really didn't give me that much, but yeah, I'm sorry. I'll be back with the next one. All right, bye, y'all.